We're not on right now, are we?
Oh, they just added another 5 minutes. Welcome to day 3 of the Founders Cup. Game 9, North Shore Kodiaks versus the Calgary Shamrocks will be beginning shortly. I will just go over a quick little standings here. We have the Six Nation Rebels, Calgary Shamrocks, and Manitoba Blizzards both sporting 2-0 at the time. The Coquitlam Adonacts and Saskatchewan SWAT are 1-1, and the Seneca War Chiefs and North Shore Kodiaks have yet to win a game. Both showing flashes of brilliance, especially yesterday. Without that second period kind of mishap, Seneca would have done really well in their early game. They will be playing Ontario later today. I'm Kevin Larson here, Amateur Sports TV, joined today by Theo. How are you doing, Theo?
Good morning, Kevin. I'm doing great. Great to be here at Maples Arena. Almost went to the wrong arena this morning, but thankfully Google Maps helped me out. Big shout out to them. You can find us here on YouTube and Facebook Live if you're looking for the games all over the nation. We see a bit of a Group 1 and Group 2 with the standings, as you mentioned. Three really strong teams, all 2-0, and then we see a bit of the separation of the herd. We're going to see the team from Alberta and the team from Quebec do hand in hand. 3 full periods of action. Like you said, maybe Quebec's kind of waking up a little bit, having lost the first couple of games, but Alberta, right from the start, very strong, 2-0. Should be a pretty good tilt this fine morning. Game 9, respectively, in this Founders Cup action. Here come the teams as we come on.
Shamrocks on, wearing white. They will be off to our right, visitor side today. Again, they beat Saskatchewan 23-9 the first game, and yesterday they beat the Seneca War Chiefs 16-5. And just quite dominant. We saw their defense, they built from there and able to transition extremely well. Now off to our left, North Shore Kodiaks representing Quebec. It'll be interesting to see which goalie. We saw Palacion in for one game, but Simard, winning player of the game twice now, I believe, in net. And you know, it's kind of a weird thing. You're like, well, he's lost, he let up a lot of goals, but when you start watching the game, Theo, and you'll see that, wow, they can make a lot of big saves even if they're letting a bunch in. And of course, Quebec will be coming and hoping not to let a bunch of shots on, so he doesn't have that issue.
You're absolutely right. I mean, if you're used to the game of lacrosse, you're used to the speed of the game. And it is quick, it is fast. And that ball flies almost as fast as that 6 ounces of black rubber in a hockey game. But for these guys, and these goalies especially, to be able to react as quick as they do, it's pretty impressive for these goaltenders.
Canada kind of sprang up on us there, but that's what we stopped there. Quebec winning in the volume department for singing, belting it out there as a team around the net, getting themselves pumped up.
Well, they got to get pumped up, because if they don't, they're going to end up being over on the rest of the win column, and it's kind of hard to come out of the basement if you don't have a W in the win column. And for the Alberta team, I mean, all business as usual for these guys. They're ready to go. They're poised. They're perfect so far. Let's see who comes out of the gate first in the first period here, because I think whoever starts with that momentum is going to carry over into the second and third. But quite frankly, Quebec looks like they're ready to play this morning, and they know they have an agenda, and that agenda is to get a win in the W column.
Yeah, definitely the underdog to, I think, most people in this game. So if you can hit Alberta hard and get that W, then you know your one win is just a huge win. And here we go, Game 9, first day of Game 3 here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Founder Cup action. Legal face-off will give Calgary the start. And here we go down in the end. We're going to set up around the perimeter. We'll see some big names again, and that we've seen all, excuse me, Good jump shot. Robin Ramsey picking up the ball. Shooting in short side, Mason McQuiggan. Out to his teammates again, working that perimeter. Hard shot, great save. Oh, good scoop. Shot. Crease violation, so it won't count. Ref going to call it back. And here's the start. So transition, Quebec getting their offense out. Raph Lamothe, good shot. Back at his number 9 today. He wore 14 in yesterday's game. Back to his normal. Ooh, ball just getting away from the pass, but still hitting the goalie. And here comes Calgary's transition, John Deed. Good hard shot, great save. And ball passed up, transitioning to the offense for Quebec. Massimo looking around. Oh, good spin, had some opening. Going to drive the net, jump shot, great save by Jared Ferris.
Goaltenders both being tested quickly on the upshots. However, the Quebec goaltender 5-hole is covered by that big, massive gauntlet plus the stick itself. So, well done. Another shot missing there.
And again, we do have David Pellesion down in the Quebec end. Start this game. Hard shot from the point. Great save by David. That was Robson Ramsey. Pardon me. Add that S in his first name. And here comes Quebec. Andrew MacArthur passing it down in the corner. North Shore offense setting up here. Gavin Miller. And Quebec just trying to find that opening, that crease in, try to run or shoot. Good, hard block, knocking down the defender, so that'll give the ball over to, Alberta. And here we go. Setting up their offense, good pick. The rush to shoot, great save, Pellesion stopping McQuiggan there. Got a great pick by Logan Sundholm. Quebec running it back down.
My favorite play in lacrosse, the smear. Bit of a collection 2-on-2. Totally legal in the lacrosse game here. Like to see a lot of that stick work.
Oh, he's going to just take it outside, not able to get a good shot. That's Cole Pickle. Trying to center it and kind of bouncing around. Dangerous. Cordell Hastings, goal scoring leader, I believe, so far. I'll double check that in a second. There you go, Cordell. Dangerous perimeter shot, looking for an opening and not able to. Good steal, Quebec. Full stop. And I think we have a timeout already for Quebec.
Fast game so far, 16:54. That was quick. Like, these kids don't mess around. Strong plays on the stick, again, totally legal. Saw a couple of smears down in the Alberta zone. Quebec definitely being challenged with a lot more shots against. They haven't been able to get much offense during, but both teams are trying to go from the corner and move towards the center with a bit of a pick, bit of a forearm shiver, and then trying to make sure they can get a good shot off. Shots on net definitely favoring the Alberta team thus far.
And here we go, Quebec setting up their offense. And it goes nowhere. Calgary looking to clean the transition, but the ball is loose. And it rolls, and there's Pellesion. Heaves it, good heave, all the way down. Oh, just over Chayer's stick. Oh, great steal there in the offensive zone. Spin move, shot. Oh, I'm not sure if that hit the back of Ferris or where, but Calgary will take it as the ball bounces the wrong way. Quebec still with it though. Plenty of time. Great job resetting the clock too. No rush on that shot clock. Here comes Declan. Throws it on net. There you go, Quebec setting up their transition. So their offense. Oh, Lucky bounce back off the bench there. Goes to Davin Miller. He'll set up the offense. Good play to the center, not a strong shot. Great job by the defense clamping down, and we've seen that from Alberta the last 2 days, not letting shots come cleanly. That's McQuiggan setting up here, looking for a gap. Pass on the far side. Centering pass. Ooh, doesn't get it to Bryce Trimmer. I don't see Cordell Hastings on. We've seen this line more. Oh, good pass over to McQuiggan. Shot blocked side, but that'll be Calgary's ball going off the goalie. Looks like their number 2 offensive of zone, or at least the one for the tournament so far. Pointing to that is because, oh, good centering pass. Great save by Palacion. Mason Dick flying through there. Great effort to keep offensive pressure on. Shot. Save. That'll bounce over, and Quebec will get the reprieve there as Connor Pup.
Yeah, they definitely were very lackadaisy with that transition from the goaltender making a great save, and Alberta quick to get on that loose ball and another scoring opportunity.
Your hard shot, Davin Miller. Jared Ferris makes it cleanly. Long pass, here's the stretch. Devin Bell, he's going to pull it to the outside. Oh, here, crashing Sundholm. And they're going to work that perimeter. There we go. And up high shot, that'll get the reset. Colby Frazier, and it goes bouncing into the netting.
All of a sudden they're called penalty, and I'm thinking, 2 minutes where you
Great effort by both teams, getting a lot of timely resets, not a lot of shot clock issues. Rushing. Pass in the center. Ooh, not able to bring it down. Calgary will keep the ball. They're going to get around. Oh, ball is knocked loose. Ramsey able to grab it. Good centering pass. Shot clock is getting low this time. 3 seconds. Good reset. But Palacion retains control, so Quebec will take it here. And that'll be a moving pick, giving the ball back to Calgary. Oh, good knockdown of the pass, and Quebec scoops it up. So here we go. 2-on-1, hard back checker, passes over, shot. Great save, Jared Ferris. Massimo Savat making a great shot, though. And down the other end, great transition. Ooh, not able to scoop the ball. That ball has a mind of its own.
You're absolutely right. That ball bounces around like a crazy little, it's like playing jumping jacks. It's just bing, pang, pong, bang, over there, over there. It's amazing how these players keep a track of it, especially these goaltenders. White walls, white balls.
Here we go. Davin Miller looking for the opening for his offense. Under 10 seconds here on the shot. Quebec slowing down their offense a little, using more of that shot clock, but it's down to 2. Shot just to kind of get it off. And ends. And here we go. Declan Mulholland going to rush it down, but decide to let the offense set up. Sundholm. I think I called him Sunderman earlier. Apologize if I did. Calgary looking for that opening. Good shot, and I think that does. Logan Sundholm, perimeter shot, just squeaks in the far side post. And that'll be our first goal of the game, 1-0. 12 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first period.
Lindholm did exactly what every single shot didn't do prior to that. Find the bottom corners where it's harder to move the legs. It's slower down there as opposed to up in the shoulder areas. So great job by Lindholm to kind of shoot that ball lower than expected to find the net. We got a 1-0 score for Alberta.
But a low-scoring first period compared to what they're used to. Had a couple low-scoring first periods end of yesterday, the last 2 games. But other than that, any period without a bunch of goals has been odd. Team defense. Oh, that's going to be a high stick. Great effort still by Mason McQuiggan, and that's just one of those effort penalties where you split and you make the other team kind of scramble.
Right before that, we saw number 15, Bryce Trimmer with the moving pick not called. However, the penalty will be against Quebec, 2 minutes or less, I believe. Yeah, there it is, just like hockey. I haven't forgotten what I'm doing yet. But high stick was definitely high. That's not allowed here in lacrosse, so let's see what happens on the power play.
Oh, good steal. Here comes Quebec. Jets turned on. Raphael Lamont, 1-0, and great save by Jared Ferris.
Great individual effort. Short-handed would have been a great even up, but great save by the Alberta keeper.
Yeah, the aggression teams do while short-handed is something I did not expect coming into this tournament. Here's the pass around the perimeter. Hard shot, good save by Palacion. 1 minute, 15 seconds left here in the Calgary power play. Cordell Hastings is on the side there. Oh, good pass to the center, but great save again. Dylan Ferrier getting that pass. I did find the scoring leaders, and Cordell does have the most goals in the tournament thus far. So again, wondering if he will play a little less today. Quebec getting the ball here. And there's Raff, and he's just going to hold it while his attackers come on here. Alberta does have 2 games today, so that would make sense, kind of holding your number 1 line back a little bit. They will play Manitoba in our evening game, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. That's 6:15 p.m. Calgary. Hard shot in the end of the shot clock. Great kill there, though. 17 seconds left in that power play.
And the shot clock needs to reset when it's hit by the goaltender. If it's a shot that misses the net, it continues to run. So it's just like basketball, perhaps, if you're thinking that way on the 24 shot clock. The ball needs to make contact with the goaltender, not just the net. Great save there again by Quebec, and another rebound.
Good defense. Goalie was on the ground. Defense came in, did not let a good shot, and a bit of a rough tackle there, giving Quebec the minor infraction ball.
And both teams back to even strength here. 9:47 in the first.
Pass in the center. Now Quebec looking for some offense and even strength. Oh, ball's bouncing, going to, no, stays out of Alberta's bench. Alberta can try, that's John Geeb. Driving the net, hard shot, great save by Palacion. But good effort by Calgary, they will keep the ball.
I don't know if that was a save or it went off the crossbar. It came off pretty high and sharp. Just don't hear that ding. It's a rubber ball, but it bounces crazy.
Ref thinking it went off the goalie, so they will give it to Calgary here. Sundholm, hard shot. He has the lone goal of the game so far. Great shot from out there. Ooh, open, no. Good defensive transition. Spavat sets things up for his offense. And here we go, working. Rush. Gets the shot and makes it through. Great power effort going up against Declan Mulholland, and able to just power through to the defender's high shot over the shoulders of the goalie. And 9 minutes left in the first period. We have an even 1-1 game.
Number 21, Massimo Fafet, time 8:58, unassisted.
I'd like to do a quick shout out to our first game sponsor, or our Game 9 sponsor, first game of today, Wetworth Ag. We got you before the game. Thank you for helping us bring this game. Quebec not able to control it in the offensive zone. And so here comes Mulholland, letting his offense set up. Here is Hastings and his crew. Working, trying to get the centering pass to Mulholland, goes high, bounces around. Quebec will pick it up, and we will transition. Cordell Hastings will put some pressure on. And Raph Lamoth, good battle pick to Hastings, letting Lamothe set things up better. Here comes Quebec's offense. Only 10 seconds left on the shot. Looks like we have a delayed penalty coming against Calgary. We got a hold. Pushing and shoving. And
Colby Anderson got caught with the hold as the Quebec player was trying to release to the corner for a pass. Just held him up a little too long, got a delayed penalty. First power play for the Quebec team. Let's see if they can muster up a little more offense. Great unassisted play by Massimo a couple minutes ago to tie this game up 1-1.
2 minutes for holding. Time is 8:03.
Again, we invite everyone to share the video. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, embed, email, text. You can share it in so many ways now. Most apps even have a share function. Oh, pass blocked. Great job by Calgary. Get as many people will just increase the exposure and help grow the sport, and that's always a good thing. Comes Quebec setting, slowing things down. Looking for that opening. Hard shot, misses the net. Good rebound off the backboards though. Second shot, a little high. They will say it did not hit the goalie. And here comes Alberta, shorthanded, another minute 5. Looking to kill some time, we're still getting a chance here. In no rush though. And just killing that time. Their shot clock is down to 2. Great job killing the penalties, down to 40 seconds. Weren't able to get a shot off, but still doing their job. The Rags team, as Mark Began calls them, they're kind of offensive penalty kill unit.
And that's an okay play there because you're taking 30 seconds off a power play and keeping the play away from your own defensive zone. So great job by Alberta there.
Here pass, misses the centering. And shot was getting low, but good grab by Calgary. Oh, here they go. No, he's going to just bring it out. John Keep thought he might have had a step, but Quebec defender able to angle him off. And here we go, even strength lacrosse once again. And
there's a conflict of opinion there because the Quebec coaches were screaming at the officials, saying that there was a released player from Alberta far too soon as the player was coming out of the box. So the Quebec coaches are getting teed up here for an unsportsmanlike. Rightfully so. I mean, it was a good 30-foot distance between that player getting off the boards and that player being released from the penalty box. So nonetheless, it's unsportsmanlike. Will be served by one of the players here. 5:55 remaining in the first. We have a 1-1 score. Kevin, do you expect to be this low scoring?
You know what? Until last night, no. Because, again, we've just had a high-scoring affair all weekend up until last night. But second period has always been the big scoring period, and we've had people talk about that long change and teams being able to take advantage of that. So, first period, low-scoring period, yes, but, that's relatively speaking, 1 goal apiece, that's lower than expected, I think. Good reset there on the power play. Sundholm setting it up again for Alberta. And again, no rush here, casual. Oh, good steal by Quebec player. Confused a few people. Thought the ball was going through. And Phoenix Lefay just circled to the outside and kill some penalty. That penalty, 1 minute remaining in that bench minor. 10 seconds left on the shot. We'll see if they make a rush here. He does. Oh, no, he's pushed outside. Great defensive play by Cordell Hastings. Normally see him on the offensive side, but big and strong. He knows what to do. 40 seconds left in the penalty, so a great 30 seconds killed by Quebec. Connor Pup walking down. And working that around, looking for that opening. Hard shot, good save. And here comes Quebec. Hard run. See if he can get the deke. No. Mikhail will just bring it to the boards. Fighting hard. Ball is loose. He has 2 Shamrocks on him. Ooh, the stick goes high. Ref doesn't see. Oh, and there we go. A second slash on the ground. So
They missed the high stick, but they get the slashing call. Nonetheless, it's a 6-second left, 4-on-4 action here, but then Quebec will go on the power play for just after 4 minutes here left in the first. Very vicious along the boards. You do not want to get caught along the smearing aspects of the box lacrosse.
Quebec's going to pull their goalie here while they have the starting possession. 6 seconds left. And there they go. So that just lets them have their offensive unit out there right away. So the guy in the box will go right to the bench and the goalie will go back in. A little tactic I have learned in these third day of lacrosse. Good battle in the boards, and they keep it. Hard shot. Good save, Jared Ferris. And they'll pass it out. Minute 30 in Quebec's power play now. Shamrocks able to kill the first penalty quite well. 2 possessions, able to bring the clock down to 0, the shot clock. There's approaching 10, centering player, not able to get there. Ball given to Quebec.
I guess we call that a backcourt violation, Kevin. Kind of the ball crosses center ice.
I've seen it so few that I think that's what it is. You have to have possession or run it back, but there are some of those ones you don't see very often, so it's hard to pick up all the unique rules here at Bach Lacrosse. Of course, I had Brian Wong from the Seneca War Chiefs yesterday, and we saw a call that neither of us knew, so just kind of interesting. Great defensive play. Shot clock coming down to near 0 for the shot from far goes. Jared able. Ooh, his pass out gets blocked. Second effort though, and he does get it to Mulholland, who will bring it in deep. 30 seconds left on the power play for Quebec. And the Shamrocks will be hopefully killing most of that here. 10 seconds left on their shot. Looking for an opening. Last second throw here. No, he's just going to fling it into the far mesh. And be able to set their defense with that play. You can hear the officials down below us being very methodical with that release, making sure it's right at 0. And for a long time, they didn't see the release go, and he was standing in their end. That it was Connor Pup in Quebec's zone all alone for a while. Luckily, Calgary didn't get the ball, so they can fling it hard. Oh! A great set and a floor shot by Evan Reynolds. And Quebec takes the lead, 2-1 here, minute 44 in the first period. Evan Reynolds, as we heard yesterday, playing from Australia, moving to Quebec and playing lacrosse here. And he gets a goal, go-ahead goal.
Far post, great low shot yet again, beating the keeper from Alberta. Bit of a release from the corner that was a little bit one step faster on the defender, get some separation there for that quick shot.
We've talked a lot of this week so far that a moment's hesitation can be the major opening a lacrosse player needs, and he can gun it through or find that seam. And that's so much of what they do. It isn't to get a big gap, it's just to get that small slight opening, and they will power that ball through, and he did that well there. Davin Miller setting up his offense there, unable to complete the pass, and here comes Mulholland. Looks like there's a delayed penalty coming against Quebec. The ref's arms up. 6th player out for the Shamrocks. And they will just take their time trying to find that shot. They got an illegal block to stop. And there's a holding call. Oh, too many men. A defensive zone, too many men. Yeah, a little nuance of the game. Offensive zone, too many men, you just lose the ball. Defensive zone, you get 2. So
Time was 55 seconds. Too many men.
kind of the interesting thing. Lacrosse try not to penalize players, just switch balls as much as possible, but in defensive zone, you go down a man. You got to be so good on those changes. Ooh, good shot, great save by Palacion. Counter puck from the perimeter there. Cordell Hastings putting a little bit of pressure on Quebec. 30 seconds left in the period. We'll try to wing that down as much as they can. 12 seconds left on their shot clock. And last second fling gets blocked. Good job, Cold Pickle. We'll bring it. Timeout for Calgary. They were going to want to set things up. 11 seconds here with the power play, down by 1.
A good call for the timeout because you have that last 11 seconds here with the man advantage as well. Look for a potential set play from the Alberta team, the Calgary Shamrocks. In a bit of a pickle here. Not usually down in the score column, but they're down 2-1, looking to even it up here before the period end. Kevin, do you see Quebec, winning this battle thus far, or is it pretty even so far in the first period?
I mean, it's hard to say, well, this side is doing this better, this side is doing that better. It is a very tight game. But I think Quebec's emotion, again, coming in kind of the underdog. You're 0-3 coming against a powerhouse who was at 2-0. I think they're playing the energy better, I guess, and that is huge. We've talked about streaks a lot in lacrosse, where you're up by 6 and suddenly the other team gets a streak and you're down by 1. And
well, the Calgary Shamrocks have a new fresh 30 seconds, which won't matter because there's only 11 seconds left in the period. But I will say the emotion from the Quebec coaching staff definitely turned it around here in the first period, having seen the Quebec side score 2 unanswered goals.
And here we go, set up. Ball is loose, 2 seconds, and they won't get another shot off. All they do goes wide. Great job by Quebec. 2-1, low scoring period for the tournament. Not our lowest scoring first period, but it's up there. And we will be back after a quick commercial break.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
At Super 8 Winnipeg West, we have your comfort in mind, with free Wi-Fi and free daily Superstart breakfast. We also have guest laundry facilities, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and a jetted hot tub. Sleep well in a spacious guest room equipped with plush new bedding, a 50-inch flat-screen HD TV, microwave, mini refrigerator, and Keurig coffee maker. Or book a suite with a kitchen, ideal for extended stays. Super 8 Winnipeg West, located just inside the perimeter on.
If you take the first mortgage you're offered, a high interest rate could take your travel budget and send it packing. Before you choose a mortgage, take a second look. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today. If you take the biggest mortgage you can get, you might find your budget can't support other important costs, like buying furniture. Don't let your mortgage weigh you down. Get serious about your mortgage. Contact Case Financial Group today.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master Auto
And we're back. Second period action. And this is the big breakout period we've noticed every game and has been talked about. Every representative we've had during the games talked about that long shift when you can get that good transition, long run for the defense to get on, and short run for the offense. And we have seen Calgary do this hugely, especially their first game against the SWAT. They put up, I don't know, can't remember how many, over a dozen goals, I think, in that second period, and their 23-9 victory. I want to say close to 15 of those came in that second period. So this will be the interesting period, I think, that will, it'll decide the game, I believe.
You also have to look at the game is broken down into those periods. And that first period is that feeling out period. The second period is where you recorrect and you reintroduce your game plan that you're wanting your lacrosse team to play. And then the third period is basically, okay, if we've got that lead, we got to hold on to it but still attack. And if we're down, that's the period that we got to come back and try to even up and win this period. So you're right, Kevin. The second period's a long shift period for the defense, but also it's that reconnect to what your game plan is and how you've corrected to see what your opponent has been doing in the first period.
And again, North Shore Kodiaks will be down a man for a minute 5. Excuse me, but they have the lead 2-1 against Calgary, who has been a powerhouse. Great face-off win, and starting possession is huge, especially down a man. And you can see Calgary just swarming him in the boards there. Good little pick. Able to get 3, and it's a great play to free up the ball carrier. 10 seconds left on the shot. You see Quebec, their D just backing off, knowing that shot clock's getting low. And here comes Calgary looking to create a hole here. See their casual passing. We talked about that yesterday, but how quickly they can strike from stop, and there's a good shot, but a great save by Palacion. The ball goes a little high, goes down. Oh, take a funny bounce off the glass, I guess. Maybe the divider. And a great break, Calgary. Good save, though. He had Colby Anderson bearing down on them, pass up. Mathieu Lefebvre not able to get a hold of it. But we are back to even strength, so a great penalty kill here by Quebec in their second period. And look at Calgary setting up their offense. Pass inside, doesn't get home, and the ball's bouncing around. Oh, good hit on the ball carrier. Oh, they get tangled up. Nice to see the players leaving each other alone, letting both get up unhindered. Tempers down game compared to some. Still physical, which is always nice. 18 minutes left here in the second period. Quebec's shot clock down to 10. Hard shot, bounces off the backboard, good rebound. 5 seconds left, we'll be looking for that in front. Nope, going to shoot from the side. And knocked away. Oh, I guess it didn't reset the shot there. I thought the goalie knocked it away, but I guess not. And here comes the Shamrocks. Great steal, here we go, turning on the Jets. Phoenix Lefebvre to the net, shot just wide. Net will go up into the mesh, giving the Shamrocks the ball. And a good toss up. Ooh. And a good steal, and here we go, another run down. Defense hustling back, and they do good. Oh, Robson Ramsey just getting in front from a step behind. That's great speed. But good job by Mathieu Laberge to start that. Davin Miller setting up the offense. Good shot, good save. Jared Ferris. He flicks it up, getting it to Devin Bell, who'll walk it down. Good centering shot. It's between the 5-hole, and that ties up the game. Great pass out. Getting it to Devin Bell, who passes it in middle. Bryce Trimmer. And a shot and goal.
Devin Bell right down First Avenue, finds the 5-hole. A little bit of a gap there in the Quebec goaltender. Unable to work on the power play. Only had one shot on the power play, but nonetheless, even strength. We're able to tie it up 2-2 with 16:47 left here in the second.
Again, that's one of those transition goals that the Shamrocks have just been so great at, especially in the second period. And here we go, they're bringing the ball in. We'll get another shot. Here he does, but Palacion standing tall. Oh, the ball's bouncing in his feet. Little less padding down there, so not as big, but defenders were able to get it. Fling it up and set the offense as well. Again, we invite you to share the video on whatever media you can. Hard pass up and over the boards. Talked about yesterday how the kids see lacrosse. Oh, great pass, open shot, and a quick second goal here in the second period, bringing the score 3-2 Shamrocks over the North Shore Kodiaks.
Mason McQuiggan, the receive on that final pass, finding the open space above the glove side, the non-stick side. 2 goals in the last 30 seconds for the Calgary Shamrocks to recover the lead 3-2. Good clean fun here on ASTV. Lots of sticks, lots of goals. Now, like you said, a lot more offense here in the second period, Kevin.
And here comes Alberta. Another shot, blocked by defender. Here we go. Running it down, wrap him up, but good defense to edge him outside, so he'll have to set up. And they'll work the perimeter now. Good shot, and it goes wide. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 5 shot, another wide one. That'll likely cause a buzzer. And Calgary will get the ball. I'm talking about sharing yesterday, a kid who saw one video of lacrosse. His dad was friends with one of the refs, and he came down and he absolutely loved it. My little brother, same thing, saw a video, says that looks cool, now he loves it. So you share that, share that, share puppy pictures, the 2 things you should be sharing today, and that's it. Get as many kids involved, grow the sport here in Manitoba and across Canada. We're able to talk with General Manager Terry Miller of North Shore. Good shot, good save, good rebound. Second save by Palacion. And Quebec's able to get the ball. They have a man far deep, but there's a defender back there. Run, good. Oh, just misses Jack. Sorry, Nathan Pouliot. Here we go. Working that perimeter, only 10 seconds left on that shot though. On a spin free, get an opening, hard shot, great save by Jared Ferris. And a fast transition again where the dangerous Sunholm jumping shot just over the net and hits the low rafter. That transition, now we've been talking, Calgary able to take advantage, so good. Yes, Terry Miller talking about how in Quebec, such a massive province, such a small lacrosse population, and we wanted that to grow. We wanted to grow in Manitoba and all the provinces, because as one grows and gets better, it really pushes and makes the game better everywhere. 10 seconds left on the shot. Calgary steals the ball. So share these games. Oh. One clock got reset, the other did not. And the clocks went down to...
Looks like Alberta might get a couple extra seconds on this shot clock.
Good steal from Quebec. Oh, Lamoth didn't realize the ball had missed his teammate and was bouncing towards him. Calgary able to send it back. Oh! Good pressure, but Quebec is able to get it. Calgary's speed looking like it's just catching Quebec out of position just slightly here and there and creating some holes. Likely how they're able to go down one, now up one. Great shot from the point by Gavin Miller. Good save by Jared Ferris.
Yeah, you've been watching the ball coming off the bottom surface. That first bounce is a bit of a backward spin, and then that second bounce is like a leap. It's a jump forward. So you have to really watch how that ball comes off the surface, first and second bounce. And for these players to try to trap that is pretty impressive, especially when it comes off the end line in the spin. Just the hand-eye coordination is so incredible.
There we go, jump shot will be crease violation. Jared Barrett deciding to give him a push. He didn't like him being that close.
Couple extra shoves. Good clean fun here again on Amateur Sports TV.
Goalies never, doesn't matter in sport. They'll give the shoves when they can, especially if someone's been stepping on them. There's Mulholland setting it up for his offense. Good charge, good shot. Mason McQuiggan again with the good offense. And that'll bring the score 4-2. Calgary over North Shore. 12 minutes, 31 seconds left here in the second period.
Back-to-back goals for McGuigan here. First one goes glove side, second one goes stick side. He's finding all the little holes that the Quebec goaltender just can't figure out. But so far, 3 unanswered goals by the Calgary Shamrocks here in the second period.
You got a goalie water timeout, so of course the players don't get to go to the bench. But just one of those things we talked about, how you can't put the bottle on top of the net like in hockey. That net doesn't have a top small net, so got to keep them hydrated. It gets hot, a little cooler this morning than last night, but it'll get hot through your day. It's still a warm morning here. I walked by Sunholm for the Shamrock, standing in front of the portable air conditioner, just kind of cooling down after morning warm-up. And we have a fan behind us, and it's not even so much that it's hot, but it's definitely humid in the arena. And that's almost worse than heat, because you're sweating and you're humid sweating, and it's not fun. And of course, sweat, you need to hydrate. Hot or cold, you need to hydrate. And so that's what a goalie timeout is. And here we go, Quebec setting up to Adam Miller on the close side here. Good spin, making a hole. Another spin. Oh, hits the back of the legs, I think, of the Calgary defender. Shot. Oh, McQuiggan hits the post. The ball bouncing, Quebec able to grab it here. There you go, going to set it up. Hard shot goes wide. That was Matthew Pearson. Quebec retaining possession though. Able to get it. And he's looking for the hole far past the younger Miller. Zachary gets it up top. His rifle gets it on net. Oh, big open hit. The refs are going to call that a little too aggressive. Coach having to calm down some tempers there. And here we go. Good defensive play there, forcing Calgary to do a poor pass. And Quebec's defense is kind of ramping up the intensity. Good shot from the center. Oh, rebound.
Ball was inside the crease, so Calgary was unable to get to there legally. You definitely see the Quebec coaches ramping up the defense, leaving their goaltender on an island for the last 5 minutes here. Another pass.
Oh, Hastings, he gets just kind of a weak defensive play. Gave up on Hastings, thinking the ball was going to bounce into the corner, and the tournament's leading goal scorer picks it up and rifles it home. So it just Cordell Hastings on the Calgary Shamrocks. And you can't give up when you think you have that. Again, we talked about that, just that little break is all you need.
That ball kind of just sped up, then it slowed down and got caught in the middle of the 50-50 land, and there it was, Cordell grabbing the loose ball and getting it in between, or getting it below the goaltender. Another low shot yet again, beating the Quebec goalkeeper. That is now 4 unanswered goals, almost halfway through the second. I mean, we're definitely seeing that scoring line 1 from Calgary. getting back on the surface here, more so than Quebec. We're just seeing Quebec be a little bit late and not as supportive in the offensive zone. They've only had about 4 or 5 shots, most of them being avoiding the net and not hitting the keeper. A lot of their offense is one player waiting for the rest of the players to come in or sub out and then join the offensive side. But Calgary has definitely caught Quebec defensively the last 3 or 4 minutes, the last 3 or 4 passes with breakaways. McGuigan there, and then Cordell the second time. Cordell Hastings able to catch up for that 5th goal for the Calgary Shamrocks. A lot more offense here in the second, but we got to see Quebec, if they really want to step up here, they got to take over the second half of the second period and reconnect their offense to make sure they're on the same page. The emotions are there, the spirit is there. They just got to put those two together on the surface and get the goals behind that Shamrock keeper.
You can hear, well, you might not be able to hear fans behind us a little upset thinking Cordell Hastings should have got a holding call. I didn't see what they saw, and during the play, the Quebec coaches gave a shout out to the refs. So been a clean game, not a lot of penalties. I don't think there's been we had the power play coming into the second. I don't think any penalties called in the second, which is like what we like to hear. And sometimes you can see a ref, they want to let the players play, but sometimes let something slide because they don't want to be riding their whistle, because one penalty can often seem to get more. They come in bunches. Quebec winning that jump ball. Good shot on net, turned away. And Blue will be given the ball. White defenders.
The holding the stick call by the Alberta defender. Fresh 30 for Quebec.
Pass to the front. Here we go, in, shot, great save. Jared Ferris. Oh, look, good stretch pass, transition, McQuiggan. Oh, kind of bouncing, he does get it. Not able to charge the net, but still good possession, a lot of time left on the shot clock. Over to Sunholm. And back down again, hard shot, Palacion's in front of that. We were able to talk to Jared Ferris after their game yesterday. They have no goalie Drust on the bench, backup goalie playing out. Says he loves the chance to have the team ride him in such a high-stakes tournament. Hard shot, high. I think I hit the crossbar. Quebec coach thinking it may have hit off the goalie's head, but it's going as if it hit the crossbar. So here's Calgary setting up in offensive zone. Dylan Terrier. Oh, great pick. Oh, man, open in front. Great save. Defender losing his man. Colby Frazier turned aside, though, by Palacion.
That was almost a Stockton Malone give and go there, but just unsuccessful on the goal. The pick and roll.
And here we go. Good effort, Calgary.
Totally legal unless you're moving, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
You just can't have a moving screen.
Similar to basketball. Good pass in front, not able to get that shot. And they'll set up shots right under 10. 5 in front. Here's the shot. Palacion in front. Ooh. Oh, no! In between the side of his leg and the pad, and as he's going to stand up, he realized it's falling out. He tries to fall down on it, but a little bit too late. And Robson Ramsey will get the goal, putting Shamrocks out 6-2. What a great save from Palacion, and it's just one of those ones, you need a defender just to shout out, don't move, because he had it covered, and unfortunate roll.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. Great save with the time clock running down. And it's one of those things where if you start moving the right way or the wrong way, that ball's going to move out. And fortunately for the Shamrocks, they were able to put up number 6 on the board.
And it wasn't that he was moving a quick jerk. He was being careful, but just bad luck. I always say if people don't believe in luck, they've never watched sports. Here it comes, good shot. Oh, good 5-0 save. Ooh, hard hit in the paint. Now we'll give the ball back to North Shore, and they'll be able to set up their offense once again. set something up here for Quebec. Now you can see here Calgary's offense, the ball gets knocked aside, blocked by 2 bodies in front. Their offense, you know, with the amount of score, but their defense is really, oh, great pass in front, over the shoulder. And I think in the crease, oh no, we have a cross-checking call. Shamrocks will have John Gieb go to the box.
I want to know the difference between a legal and an illegal cross-check. Because all game I've seen legal and illegal cross-check not called. And that's the first one, and I kind of have to agree with the Shamrock crowd here. A bit SAWFT soft. So it'll give Quebec a 2-minute power play. The illegal cross-check is the call.
Here we go, shot in front. There we go, and I'll have to confirm with her. Oh, good behind the back shot by McQuiggan. Yesterday talking to the refs, getting one on air today, so we'll remind him after this game, hey, remember that guy? Theo has some questions for him, so make sure he comes up.
Just some clarification here, you know, it's you got the officials here are trying to do a great job keeping it straight up down the middle, as even as possible, but I mean, we want to see Quebec get a couple of goals here.
Hard shot. Oh, ball still loose in front. Quebec transitioning out, they'll send their attackers right back. Oh, good save, Jared. He's looking for the long play, no one's there. Here we go. Robson Ramsey. We have 50 seconds left in the power play here, second period. 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the period. Calgary is up 6-2 over the North Shore Kodiaks, representing Quebec. Good centering pass just off the edge of the stick. Oh, he picks up the rebound off the board. Good individual effort from Dylan Ferrier. Hard pass, misses his man, bounces off the board, picks it up off the ground, and boom.
And that's the beauty of this game, and especially with the box lacrosse. Like, if you know your physics and how that ball's going to come off the boards, an errant pass is almost like a give and go between you and the boards, and for Ferrier there it worked exactly the same, scoring shorthandedly. 37 seconds left for the Quebec team in their power play, but it's the Alberta Shamrocks, Calgary Shamrocks, scoring shorthandedly here.
Oh, here's a good win. Lamaze comes in trying to get that momentum right back off a face-off, just misses the net. Oh, ball still rolling. 20 seconds left on the power play. We did hear some of the teams talk about the boards being a little bit deader than most, so that really lets you play off the boards a little bit easier and the ball's not flying at you as fast.
I would love to see a live board if these are dead boards. Like,
hard shot, hit. Oh, good snag out of the air by McCullen. Even strength. Passes, oh, not a clean pass. Quebec defense. No, McCullen's able to get that bouncing ball, set up his offense again. And here we go. 10 seconds left on the shot. Oh my goodness. He was standing right there. If he could have caught that ball, that would have been a good chance. Here comes Rapp. Going to set up his own offense. And there we go. In the corner, the rest of the attackers coming on, looking for that whole shot. Good snap save. Nathan Pouliot. Calgary able to get that rebound. Yeah, this Maples Arena, the cement floor bounces more than obviously the turf coming into dedicated lacrosse. Oh! Great play and effort. Here we go, another hard shot. Bounces off the end boards. So we have a lively floor, we have dead boards, and a low ceiling. And all things, different teams have to adjust differently to that. And here comes Colby Fraser, passing it in. And a good save. Quebec transitioning now beyond the attack. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. They are down 7-2. second period the Shamrocks have really run away with. 10 seconds left on the shot, and they need an opening. Swung at the net, goes wide. Can't really do much here. Oh, good transition for the Shamrocks. Cross pass. Nope, he holds on to it. Fooled me. After Sunholm throws it back in, centering pass, not handled cleanly. Quebec, oh, they lose it. Oh, good effort, but McQuiggan does get it. Great play by both teams, knocking it loose, but finally McQuiggan able to settle that ball down. Here we go, centering pass, shot, good save, rebound, good defensive effort.
That was an incredible save by the Quebec goalkeeper.
Oh.
Moving left, moving right, and then able to trap that ball for no rebound. Well done.
He looked a little sore coming, kind of stood side of the net as his team went to set up, and his left arm there, non-stick arm. He had the breakaway coming down on him. Looking deep, great save, playing big. And you can see Pelicion, he's getting up slow again. A great save. Quebec working the perimeter around, 10 seconds left on their shot. Ooh.
There's a moving screen, moving cross check. Kind of an illegal cross check. The player's down a little bit. Took it where there was no padding at all. That's not a comfortable place to take a piece of metal, that's for sure. A little bit of stoppage and play for the trainer to have a look at her. Kevin, like you said, tale of two periods here. One team definitely taking advantage of the changes and the corrections they needed to make to reset this score, and that's the Calgary Shamrocks. I mean, 6 unanswered goals here, taking a 7-2 lead with just 2:51 left in the second. The Quebec side just unable to muster any promising offense. Everything that they have thrown at the Calgary Shamrocks keeper has been stopped, and rightfully so. He's kept this game a 0 for the Shamrocks in terms of having goals scored against. So well done to number 30 there for the Shamrocks.
Stoppage of play. We'll give a shout out to Wentworth Agriculture for all your agricultural needs. I don't have more on the list, so I'm not quite sure what all these needs they can meet, but if you are a farmer, you probably know. And we have a lot of farmers from here all the way to Alberta. So give them a call.
Everything but rain from the sky, I think, is what they can handle at Wentworth Ag.
But they could probably help you with irrigation.
They can collect the rain, they just can't make it rain.
Yeah. Get those big hose machines you see driving down, and probably so everything they go. All our farmers.
Light, man.
Yeah. See, Alberta, their players told they can't wait by the bench here on a injury timeout. You can't take advantage of that as far as coaching goes. And he's down. I'm wondering if he went down poorly, and he's going to be brought straight off, so not even to the bench.
I think it's still we have to call that a UBI, or potentially they've got him carried on both sides, so it might be a lower body injury, but
he looks weak on that left leg there. So I'm wondering, it just sometimes, you can just twist things. It takes almost no movement.
Absolutely, there's very little padding that these players wear, especially below the hips.
Oh, there's none.
Oh, there's none. Yeah.
I mean,
let's be honest, there's none.
Yeah. I was shocked. Football, they have those garters, those padded garters. I was thinking something like that. Nope. They want speed. Their shoulder pads are nice and small. They have gloves, elbow pads, I think, and a helmet. And so here we go. Cordell Hastings starting things off for Calgary. I'm looking for some more offense here in the second period. That does reset. Hitting off the goalie. Working it again. Good shot, great save by Pelicion. Pelicion has more sliding movement than I've seen from most goalies in this tournament. Just firing himself hard to get those cross passes. Oh, here we go, hard at the net. Oh, good stop. Quebec defender not letting that shot come out hard. 2 minutes left here in the second period. And we have Matthew Labarge going to hold it, let his offense get on and set up. Evan Reynolds brings it far side. Moss passes low, and here we go working that perimeter. Trying to find an opening that Calgary has been very good. Great reset shot, bounces off the goalie into the mesh, so they'll keep the ball for another 30. Again, looking for a hold. Jared Farias, great shot. Oh, great pass, transitioning, there we go. Shot between the legs.
McGuigan with the Hattie. Not the natural Hattie, but 3 goals in the second period. That has been their go-to play, right to left, and then left moving across the right. I think McGuigan has now found 3 of the 5 opening holes thus far in the second period. Great goal, great set of passing by the Calgary Shamrocks.
And again, we talked about the transition second period and how lethal Calgary is. And we've seen again this period 7 goals. And I will correct you, Mark Biggin talked about how 3-dimensional shots are compared to others. There are 9 holes in lacrosse. He pointed that out to me. So we got kind of those up over shoulder hopping shots and behind the net we've seen. Crease violation, so they'll need to start back there. We're seeing the refs yesterday making them start right in the crease. Seemed okay to let them start a little outside in the perimeter line there. One of those jump shots and Palacion's in the way. Oh, great pass. Oh, wrong shoulder for Nathan Pulio. And Ferris will fling it back up. 40 seconds left in the second period. Good hit, but able to retain possession. Connor Puff working that corner. Looking to kill some time here, I'm sure, before the end. Passes across, ball's loose. Quebec scoops it up. And Gendron will let things set up. Ball past Julie, though. And here comes McCullen. Oh, Hastings just not able to get that stretch pass. Such a dangerous shot. You can see Palacion going to throw the double block there. Always love to see that goalie step out of their net. Oh, we got an arm up.
I thought it was a bit of a moving screen.
Cordell Hastings getting end of the period unsportsmanlike. He didn't like that pick from the goalie. And so they will start with a power play coming into the third period, and they'll need it down by 6 here. The score is Shamrocks 8, Kodiaks 2. We will be back after a commercial break.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
From Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with MPI. We'll help you out. From Metal Master Auto Body, we'll straighten it out.
And we are back. Third period action upcoming. We talked about that second period likely being the big one to decide things. And Calgary heard us, I like to think, and put up 7. And they are now up 8-2 going into the third period.
It really is about the communication in that 10-minute break and the importance of a coaching staff to really help understand a team, what they've been doing wrong, how to correct it, and how to take advantage of the other team. And that's exactly what Calgary has done, and that shows not only in the standings, but also what they did in this second period. They manhandled that Quebec squad, putting up 7 and blanking Quebec. Now it's up to Quebec to say, listen, if Calgary can do it, maybe we're able to do the same thing. But having that said, goaltender for the Calgary Shamrocks, number 30, Jared Ferris, has played unbelievable in that second, and look for him to continue to do that here in this final frame, this first game, Game 9, here at Maples Arena, brought to you by Wentworth Ag. I'd like to thank them very much for helping us out with this wonderful broadcast we're doing on all our social media platforms. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and definitely shout out to everybody that's watching nationwide here on the Founders Cup. A great venue here at Maples Arena and great talent here on the surface. The Calgary Shamrocks and the squad from Quebec, the Kodiaks, the North Shore Kodiaks. Third period about to start. I'll get Kevin to do the play-by-play. I'll add some commentary as we go.
Helping me out here. And yeah, you say across the nation, well, I'm not sure across the U.S. We know in the northeastern part, we have cars from New York outside, a lot of players from New York. We talked to some Brian Wong again from Delaware. And just U.S., we have Evan Reynolds from Australia playing. We have Antti Lakunen on Saskatchewan from Finland. So a bit of international flair as well here in the lacrosse. A solid opening possession there for Quebec.
And you watch what Ferris did there. He waited for the whistle so the stoppage in play occurred rather than trying to move and trying to advance the play, which kind of burned Quebec there for their 7th or 8th goal in that second period frame. So waiting for that whistle, take your time, and reset the play the way you need to.
Yeah, especially, although we saw in the second period, he also rush it quick and send people. It's always fun when the goalie does that big heave and there's a player there catching that ball. And the shot clock will run out. Palacion kind of pointing like, hey, he shot that after. But the ref says it was close enough. And here comes Quebec trying to set up their offense again. Remember, they are on the power play. Cordell Hastings getting a misconduct 2 minutes right at the end of the last period. The ball bouncing down. Palacion will save a little bit of time. Hard shot. Oh, they're running out of shot clock, so they weren't going to set up a full offense in case they didn't get the rebound, which Calgary did pick up. Mark Mulholland running it down. Ooh, working on the ground.
Oh, a couple of choice words from the Quebec player. Good clean fun there on the surface here on Amateur Sports TV, but they got the ball possession here. 24 seconds left on the clock. You look now, they have 3 players in the offensive zone rather on that last possession. Only one with a 55-foot long shot. So they need more support in that offense if they're going to put some points on the board.
Cordell Hastings pops out. No one notices him, so he's going to just go hot dog in Quebec's end. But a good shot and cover. Defense now see him get back there. Hastings is way too dangerous to let stand there. He will score from anywhere, really. Here he goes, rush. He has a chance. Shot. What a deep. Oh, my goodness. Getting by Palacio. Cordell Hastings.
That's the second of the morning here, Cordell, with a fake shot score. Aiming for that top right corner and then going lower left. Again, those pads aren't moving so fast on the bottom half of the keeper. Makes it a 9-2 game, much similar to what we saw in the second period there, Kevin.
Yeah, we talked to Carter Williams, goalie for Manitoba, and he talked about, there's not, the pads down low are big, but that's where you really got to shoot because, you can't always move and be the same way with how big the top pads
Assisted by number 19, Kevin Bell.
Hard low
And
shot.
Number 30, Jerry
Works in a
Craig.
lot of sports, works here in lacrosse.
34.
Quebec work, oh, good rush, Lamoff, shot, resets the clock, they're able to pick it up. Work should be outside here. Good little pick there. And just looking. Shot behind the net, reset.
Team will do that and score so many times.
And here we go. Calgary transitioning, going down the other way. Team Quiggin. Shot. Good save. Oh, we got a little bit of roughhousing in front of the net. And it looks like it'll be coincidental offsetting. So we'll go to 4-on-4. High stick and rough. Blue will get the ball here.
And I will say 4-on-4 on the court as opposed to going back to 5-on-5. Another rule change that most people might not understand really, but a little more space for the players. Potentially an opportunity for Quebec to get a goal here. They've been goalless for the last period and a half almost here.
Shot is high. And Calgary able to pick it up.
2 minutes for roughing. North Shore Cardiacs
Dale
penalty.
Wessel.
16.
Oh, that is a
There.
good block.
2 minutes for high sticking. Time of 16:31.
That's the great example of a bull in a china department. Just unable to hit the brakes. Got to go to Goodyear and check out the brakes. Lundholm just bowled him over.
Yeah. Here we go, Quebec setting up offense. Here. Crease to the net. Around. Just trying to find that hole. Spin. Shot. Nope. Buzzer goes.
Great job by both Calgary defenders, keeping the player in front of them, not giving them a clear lane for a shot. Got a shot clock violation. Alberta's got the ball.
Calgary working perimeter. Hard shot. Good save from Pelletion. And here we go. Open lane. Will he take the shot? Works inside. Moves a bit. Good shot. Resets the clock. Ball's rolling. Ball still rolling. Oh, they had it briefly. And there we go. Calgary getting it. A long battle for that ball. Both penalties coming down to 30 seconds left. Quiggin working it inside. He will pull it behind the net. Good pass to the perimeter. The shot goes wide. Shot clock down to 5. Oh, jump shot. Rebound. Pelletion just did not know where that ball was. And Mason Dick getting that rebound.
McGuigan was working the sidewall really well, found the outlet pass. First shot was stopped. Unfortunately, the rebound uncontrolled. Number 14, Mason Dick for the Calgary Shamrocks finds the loose ball, gaping net. Makes it a 10-2 outing right now. 14:41 left in the third.
Scored by number 14, Mason Dick. Assisted by number 3, Robson Ramsey, and number 12,
Kind of a rare thing to see a goalie lose the ball that bad. He thought he had it, so he wasn't moving. Of course, we referenced that ball that he did have earlier, but just rolled out of his knee pad and into the net. So obviously trying not to do that again.
It's really hard to track those rebounds, especially when you don't know where they're bouncing or holding on.
Ooh, big hit on the Sunholm. Oh, there's some roughing now. Play play just a timeout, I believe.
Is that that is a timeout, I guess. Lundholm going right down Main Street right there. Took a couple of bumps, bruises, got a bit of air and took it down, but Sundholm, sorry.
Logan Sundholm.
Logan. Taking the L and the S and putting it together.
Yeah, you probably heard me do that once, trying to say his name fast.
My apologies to the family.
Of course, the timeout.
I don't know.
It's not a timeout. It looked like a timeout. Teams are acting like a timeout. So we'll see. Again, join us later today, 1:15 p.m. Next game, Saskatchewan SWAT will be going up against the Colquitt Adirondack. Colquitt Lambs, Adirondack. I knew I forgot a syllable there. That'll be 1:15 p.m. That is 11:15 a.m. Pacific time over there in BC. Hard shot, and that makes it through. Great play. It's a running jump shot at the perimeter, and Evan Reynolds gets the goal, first goal that they've had in a while.
Yeah, Calgary left a lot of space for Mr. Reynolds to come right through off the left to the right. And like you said, a great jumping shot, finding the bounce right before the keeper to give Quebec a bit of light here. Lots of time left, but quite a hill to climb here in the third.
Talk about momentum and streak all tournament. Can that be something that could tip the scales into Quebec's favor? Of course, their game against Manitoba the first night, we saw that they're down, I believe, by 6 and just pushing hard and bringing it to within 2. Centering pass misses. Good fight there behind the net. Calgary is able to grab. Pass in front of the net, Cordell Hastings grabs it, gets shoved to the side, so he'll set up the offense. 10 seconds left here on the shot. Hard, and I think it hits a defender, yeah. Doesn't reset, only 5 seconds left. Cordell shoots, they will get the reset there. Defense taking offense with Mason Dick's approach of the goalie, covering it up there. Keeping him out of the crease. Here comes Quebec, setting things up. Rathmoff is looking for the hole. Spinning, deking, not getting much. 10 seconds left. Cross pass, not able to get there, and just the pressure of Calgary's defense hasn't allowed Quebec to really make a good pass. Jump shot right at the buzzer. Good save. Toss up to John Geeb. Oh. We've got it behind the play interference. Oh.
Couple extra pushes and shoves.
It'll be interesting.
Logan Sundholm didn't like the interference call. I think he's trying to get an even up, though. Looks like he's going to get an even up to the end boards, where he's going to be told to leave the premise, at least the surface, that is, unfortunately. First one for the Hot Showers.
And so as misconduct, those change boxes, they protect him pretty carefully. And so his 10-minute misconduct there that's got him kicked out of the rest of the game is because of that, as well as limited interference. So we saw that happen only once so far. And, sometimes chirping, it can help out your team, especially when the other team's getting a penalty. You rile them up and get them a couple more, and I think that's what happened there.
Logan Sundholm, 2 minutes for interference and a 10-minute misconduct for change box interference. Serving the penalty is number 9, Connor Tuck. The time was 12:30.
Ball shot and bounces into the net. So only a 2-minute power play, though, that Quebec has a chance to turn on the scoring. Have one goal here in the third period, but not a whole lot. Oh, great defensive play. Stealing that ball, passing to the far side. Dylan Ferrier looking to kill some time here. Just willing to hold on to it. Shot clock. Still at 15. Felt like they were going to have a bit longer. Guess not on the 10. Oh, centering pass, Cordell Hastings. And even shorthanded again, just so dangerous. Leading goal scorer so far, and he shows you why.
Yeah, it's quite evident that the Shamrocks are using that baseline and then darting out to the front of that, whether it be McGuigan, this time Hastings, and their captain, number 8, Colby Fraser, finding Hastings darting through that center spot. It's their go-to play here, Kevin. Several goals. I want to say at least 50% of their goals tonight have been scored this morning from that quick jart, that quick pass from the top of the key down to the front of the net.
50% of their tonight goals have been scored this morning?
Tonight and this morning. We're working on a lot of different time zones brought to you by ASTV and Wentworth Ag. I mean, globally, everyone gets to watch this game, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it, Kevin?
Evan Reynolds, Australia. It would be, probably still middle of the night there.
Big shout out to Australia.
Mm-hmm. We hope some people over there, Evan's family, is able to watch. 2-1 is the shot, and they're able to kill a big chance of penalty. Of course, these games are saved on YouTube and Facebook, so they might wake up and watch it then.
Absolutely. I mean, if you got family all over the world checking this stuff out, that's amazing, because that way it kind of saves you some travel money, some hotel money. You don't have to go visit the Trivago and figure out 4-night stay in Winnipeg. You can enjoy in the comfort of your own home, and we're glad to do that each and every game here of the Founders Cup. Here comes.
Good save. Oh, good rebound from McCullen. And
so that's an offensive too-many men,
yeah,
which means just loss of possession. Quebec here entering the attack zone, as opposed to a defensive too-many men, which would be a penalty.
Mm-hmm. You learn quick. And here, even strength. Connor Pup casually walking into Quebec zone. Quebec finally sending a D to kind of get on him. 10 minutes left here in the third period. Oh, that squeaks through. The ref just about to blow the play dead, and he sees the ball is rolling back, and that's the second goal. Much needed by Quebec here. Those far side goals, not always easy. That's 9. Raphael Lamont from 24, Evan Reynolds. So
got it squeaked through the 5-hole yet again. Ferris just unable to squeeze it there long enough for the whistle. 11-4 is your score. Another low shot again, Kevin, finding the hole.
Number 9, Raphael Lamont, assisted by number 24.
Face off, back Calgary getting it. Ramsey. Oh, good pass in stride. Wow, that's how you answer.
Absolutely. Not even 10 seconds later, Dylan Ferrier puts one high on the stick side, rewriting the ship, if you will. You know, for the Calgary team was kind of letting up a little bit, allowing too much space for Quebec to enter the offensive zone.
23, Dylan Ferrier, assisted by
Another
number 5.
holy water break.
Mason McQuiggan, the time is 10:06.
Ref having to tell. Oh, it sounds like Lamont is correcting things. He got the assist, 24 got the goal. So Evan, if your family is watching, staying up late or waking up early
In Australia, where it might be tonight or last night.
it's tomorrow night or tonight. Yeah. It's not last night. They're ahead of us.
Well, we know for sure it ain't 11:57 Central Standard Time.
That we do know. And the ball's loose. Quebec getting that. They're going to work it down into the end. Try to get some offense here. Outside looking for that shot. And it gets turned to the side. Ferris. It is currently 3 a.m. in Australia, Sydney, Australia. Most people live along that east coast, I believe. Good shot, bounces up and over. I think they'll give that to Quebec. Yeah, saying it did take off the goalie. They had all changed. You see, because their units, they change from offensive zone to defensive zone. They get so quickly. You want to get your defense out there, but the situation's like, hey, no, stay on.
Well, right you are, Kevin. I mean, it's one of those things that you have to maintain a defensive spot so this lead doesn't get any larger.
Ball bouncing loose. Good pass near side from Cale Lundell, bringing it down. Very tall, effortless stride to get it in deep. Cordell Hastings up top, and now we have the perimeter set up. Looking to add on the lead. Good cross, shot, not able to get it. Turned away by Telepion. Of course, with the round robin tiebreakers, head-to-head number 1, number 2 is goals, so you will not see Calgary let up, even with a huge lead. Quebec was able to bring it into Calgary's zone, but then loses it. And here comes the Shamrocks. Colby Anderson. Oh, good pass. Oh, no. Good pass, but it wasn't caught, so it couldn't have been too great. Maybe bad receiving. Quebec does pick up the ball. Now down the other way. Maverick Hazier. And Quebec just trying to find that gap, either rush in or shoot. Spin move there by Lex Snard, and he gets it knocked away. And here comes Calgary. Going to let his offensive unit get on. Tossing it over to Connor Pup. Working the outside. Stick throw. Actually surprised we don't see more of that again. Talk about how much stick-on-stick action, almost sword fighting at times, trying to knock that ball loose. And here comes a chance. Good shot. Breakaway goal.
Over the right shoulder of Ferris there. A fantastic shot by the Quebec player, number 19, I believe it is, or 15. Mikhail Briere. A great shot, lots of speed. As we said, catching it upstairs. We don't see a lot of those goals really sneaking above the shoulders on a straightaway shot.
Unassisted goal by number 15, Mikhail
A
Briere.
goalie change. Nicholas Wallem with
7-13.
Solanovic. Kind of rare, but I guess just letting him get some reps here at a national tournament.
And as you mentioned, the Calgary squad does play later this evening against Manitoba. That'll be a 7:15 Central Time start. So, I mean, this may be a chance for some of the players on the Calgary team to maybe get more minutes now in the morning to rest up for the evening.
10:15 a.m. Sydney time, Australia. Good hard drive to the net, and it's turned away. Here comes Lundell to bring it down for his offense. He's going to pass it. Oh, sorry, 20, not 10. There's a Lundell as well. Caden Cale, 10 and 20. Hastings to center, shot goes wide. Mason Dick getting that pass. Ends up bouncing off the mesh. Here we go, Quebec setting things up. Trying to work in, find that seam that they can pick, not able to open up. Great zone D. Crease violation will give the ball to Calgary. 6 minutes left here in the third period. Calgary is up over the North Shore Kodiaks to score 12-5. Oh, we have an arm up, looks like a delayed call against Quebec. Captain Colby Frazier telling his team to calm things down. Let's play 6-on-5. Got 10 seconds left on the shot. Crease violation, and we got a slash.
A little more than a love tap there. More like a how you doing, I'm just here to let you know I'm here kind of thing. But
leave my mark.
Yeah. Number 6 there. Matthew Pearson gonna sit down for that maximum love tap / slashing call.
5 minutes, 39 seconds left. Shamrocks going on the power play. They haven't had any in a while. Great discipline by Quebec.
Couple periods. Number 6, Matthew Pearson. 2 minutes for slashing move. Time 5:39.
They get the man inside. Shot bounces though and goes up into the rafters.
Quick setup from the outside to the inside. Colby getting that last shot, just unable to find the mark behind the keeper.
Oh, great pressure, Robin Ramsey. Offensive zone, not letting them walk it up. Steals the ball, gets back to his team back in center. And here we go. Colby Frazier setting things up casually. Deceivingly casual, because as soon as there's an open, they explode through it, whether it's shot or body. There we go, cross shot. Great save by Peloton. Quebec looking for a player to lock it down. He's unable to. Cordell Hastings steals it, so that's 2 offensive zone steals here. And a lot of times where you'd see teams just get their defense set up and kind of let them walk it down. Right behind the back pass. Oh my goodness. Give and go. Colby Frazier behind the back to Hastings on the near side, who gets the guy crashing the net. 45 seconds left on.
I'm not going to lie. I lost sight of that ball when Colby let it go from behind his left shoulder. Pretty impressive. And the fact that it was so accurate to Hastings, I'm sure that was a play they've been practiced several times.
Quebec is not able to control the ball. Oh, an in and out call. So Quebec will get it. They'll work it, trying to kill off some penalty here, but they have an opening. You know they're going to hop in on that. Zachary Miller, the younger of the 2 Millers, looking for an opening, and just smothered by Calgary. Shot clock and penalty winding down. 3, 2, 1, and there it is. Oh, ball bounces by everyone. Throw back down. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left here in the third period. And here comes Calgary. Again, not going to let off the gas. Their speed has just been, I think, more consistent. Ooh, good jump shot. Nice reset. But Quebec does get it. North Shore winding it up. As they've been able to stay 100% all game, I think Quebec has died down a bit, whether fatigue or frustration. Here, 3 minutes left in the third period. Hard shot from the outside. Good save. Long pass up to Mulholland. And we'll set things up once again. Cordell Hastings.
Calgary over the last 40 minutes, definitely that team that's been able to not only weather the storm, but correct the ship after starting with a bit of a slow start, losing that first period 2-1, but then coming back in the second and third here, Kevin, and just really manhandling and controlling the pace of play, especially on the defensive side of things. I mean, they're always in front of a Quebec player, not giving that clear shot. They're using the body, they're using the stick within the limits, of course, to make sure that those players are staying away from the keeper. And the shots that Ferris has faced have been visible and more easy to stop as compared to the Quebec keeper, who has tried his best, but there's a lot of extra shots that have been fired off his way. And, I mean, kudos to both goalkeepers. I mean, that ball's flying wicked hard.
Reset shot there. Quebec does pick it up. Good run from Laflemont. Jump shot. Doesn't get it in. And pick up. And we see Shamrock slowing it down, using up their whole shot clock this time. Just kind of killing clock. When the captain, Colby Frazier, gets out there, you'll see him making the hand gesture, just kind of let's slow it down. We saw this yesterday in their game against Seneca Warchief as well. Ooh, there they go. They will still take that opening, reset that clock. Minute 20 left in the third. And again, just passing it around. And here we go. Chance, Gendron. Looking at a goal, spin, not able to get free. Great defense again, just smothering. And that's something every game. Oh, great, Gendron. Ball came loose. Oh, he's trying for a third time. Oh, we are going to get some tempers flaring. And tangled up. Interesting to see the call. Looks like only one calling. Fans upset that Gendron also didn't go. I think Winokur.
I see the big gate over there on the far side open. I didn't see any boo birds get in during the morning, but clearly they found their way in with the last 47 seconds. Bit of an interesting call there. Yeah. Just the hold against Alberta, but I
think they're trying to let it go, but right at the end, he sort of wrapped his arm around the head of Gendron. And I think Gendron, you saw him kind of climb on top, but I think that was more of a panic. Oh, good cross jump shot, where he thought maybe that the Winnikers was trying to, hurt him, fight him, punch him, so just kind of protecting himself. I don't think it was malicious trying to get on top to hurt him, so I think that's why the refs called it the way they did. Good steal. Here comes Devin Bell. Breakaway shot. And it goes in. We're down short, doesn't matter. It'll add another.
Devin Bell, 150 feet away. Breakaway, maintaining the relentless pressure. And even with the defender on his back, he's able to put it on the left side. A great goal, a great way to end this first game for Alberta today. 13-5 with just under 17 left in the game.
I talked with other people, and not Theo, that sprint, it is so hard to transition from dead sprint to shot, and he did that well there. And it looks like Quebec is they're not going to worry about things. Let the game run out. Congratulate their goalie. Great game, David Pelletier. Stood on his head. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets player of the game. All around awesome effort from the Shamrocks again, showing you why they're doing as well as they are. Yeah, I will leave it with you, Theo, while I go. I think I'm going to go try and grab Evan Reynolds for a post-game interview. I'll let you chatter up here as we wait for player of the game.
So they'll do player of the game on the surface here. So as the players shake hands here for game 9, 13-5 is your final score. We'll do some player of the game actions as well as some interviews. Good hard-fought battle by both teams. Very competitive, very strong play by both squads. Just one was able to put a little more against and behind the Quebec goaltender. Regardless, hard to play such a fast game early in the morning, I believe. And again, a great job by both squads. Again, Alberta will be playing later this evening against Manitoba. And once we get these announcements done, we'll have Kevin down below with a game day interview with the player of the game.
player of the game.
The Shamrocks, Mason McQuiggan.
Mason McQuiggan, no surprise there. Winning player of the game for the Shamrocks. A lot of goals. David Pellissier, player of the game for the Kodiaks. So 1 second, we'll try to get Evan.
Evan's going to get with Kevin and then get in the spotlight here in just a minute. He kind of blends in a bit. We're in the Blues, but Kevin with Evan Reynolds, number 24 from the North Shore Kodiaks. Here we go, Kevin.
All right, so Evan, kind of a disappointing loss. Great game for yourself, but you know the Alberta's been a powerhouse, and you guys held them for a long time. Is that kind of a victory? Do you see it as?
Well, we're coming to this tournament to show that we belong here, and it's just our goal to really put up a good performance against these teams that have been coming every year. And I think aside from the second period where we did crumble a little, I thought the first and the third were really good for us.
Now, of course, I was told by a general manager, you're from Australia. Yeah. You come to Canada to play lacrosse. Are your family, we had to look up the time. It's like 3 a.m. right now.
I think my mum did say she was going to get up and watch a couple games. I have to talk to her, but if she didn't wake up at 3, I'm not going to be too disappointed in that.
Luckily, would you like to say hi to them? Have you seen them in a while?
No, I haven't seen them in a few months, but hi, Mum, if you're watching this.
All right, so now what are you going to do now? I think the GM, we were talking to him yesterday, say he has some Winnipeg to show you because you have a long break till tomorrow.
I'm not sure. He said it's a secret, so we're just hitting the road and just seeing what today brings, I guess.
All right, well, hopefully you'll enjoy Winnipeg. Great game for you. Good luck for the rest of the tournament, and thank you for talking here.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Yeah. So that's Evan Reynolds, and we will be back here at 1:15 with our next game, BC and Saskatchewan. So stay tuned. Thank you, Kevin Larson here with Amateur Sports Network.